Hey traders, and welcome back to my channel. Another week day trading the Forex markets, another week of lessons, experience, juggling, day trading together with being a full-time mother of 2 boys underneath the age of 3. It's been an interesting week for me day trading. If you are a fellow parent, you'll probably understand the constant changes you go through and the need to adapt. And this also applies to trading. So combining the two is certainly an interesting process. And this week I've seen my eldest son, who is 2.5 years old, begin to drop his afternoon nap. So he usually sleeps during the New York session for me, which is 1:30 GMT. And now he's starting to drop his afternoon naps, which means it's making it even more interesting for me juggling day trading, because I now have an extra child running around being a general madhead whilst I'm trying to place trades on my phone. Regardless to those interesting challenges I've been facing, I've managed to finish the week up 2.5% on my account day trading pound dollar. How have I done that exactly? Well, it follows a simple set process, a simple strategy, and the bottom line is I haven't pushed it this week. I have taken my winners, I've walked away, and then I have not looked at the screens for the rest of the week, and I've been practicing the art of contentment, happy with what I've got instead of feeling greedy and wanting more. And I could have certainly got more from this trade, but I am indeed happy with what I've got, and I'm going to share with you what that was in just a moment. Now, this was taken in both my live account with Vantage and also my prop trading account with the 5%ers, whom I will talk a little bit more about later in the video. But just a reminder, in case you've missed it, I have got a free trading plan template available for you to download. There is a link below in the description below. So if you want to download that, you can use the template, follow along, make some notes, help to formulate your own trading plan. All the other software I'm going to be using is also linked in the description below. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and let's jump onto the charts and break down my winning trade of the week. Okay guys, so before we hop onto the charts, I've just jumped into my trading platform in MetaTrader 5 to share with you the trades I've taken this week. Now, as you can see, all the trades taken this week were actually placed on one day, and that was Monday. So on Monday, I took a couple of losing trades. These were cut short. So combined, that was just one risk. I risk 1% in my live account. This is the 5%ers account where I risk a little bit less. But then I took 2 nice winning trades where I made a lot more than what I lost. As a result, my profit on the week for this account was just shy of $160. Excuse me, I'm having a bit of a coughing fit. Now, my weekly target on this account is 1.5R. I keep my target quite low because I aim for consistency and I aim for that long-term growth. So, for example, with the 5%ers, I like to figure out my risk and my targets in percentages. It makes it so much more easier. So my risk for the 5%ers is 0.3% per R per trade. And if my target is 1.5R in a month, that's 6R, that's 1.8% in a month. Now, keeping in mind that here in the UK, our current rate of growth in savings accounts is really poor. 1.8% in a month is really good in my opinion. And this week I've managed to make 2.5R. So this week I have made just shy of 1% on my account. But how did I do that? Let's go through it together right now. So I've just loaded up my charts here on TradingView, the platform that I have always used for trading charts right from the beginning, and I absolutely love TradingView. Now, you might have noticed if you are a regular follower that I'm in dark mode, and that's because I get so many comments from people saying, why are you in light mode, go into dark mode? I started trading in dark mode. I was in the dark side, and throughout my kind of growth, I gradually went into the light side. I prefer to use the clean white screen. It just helps me to analyze the charts better for whatever reason. But I'm just experimenting today. I'm going to do the recap here in dark mode. I'm so interested to see if that matters to you guys. So comment below whether you are on the light side or the dark side. But this is the play out we've had this week from GU on the 15-minute time frame. So the market's open. Let's see where my favorites panel is. Right, I'm back. I have my favorites panel right here. So what I've done is I've added on the session breaks, and you can see that we started off here on the Monday. This is the play out for GU. This was a projection I had on earlier just to watch this area because I think it could be interesting for long, but I'm not taking it because I've hit my target. I have blasted past my target, and for me that means no more trades for the week. But we've had this really nice little temporary uptrend this week. Now on the daily chart for pound dollar, you can see here that last week we got a strong break and close below this key level on the daily with this big bearish red candle down. However, from the Monday this week, we've basically just been pulling back. Now, it's an interesting week because, my bias at the start of the week was short because we had the break and close below. However, this week, it's not really been a week for shorting because it's been a pullback, which means intraday, there have been some great opportunities for long trades. Now, this is talking intraday trading, so not long-term holds, but more short-term holds, taking advantage of this daily pullback. And I think what we're pretty much waiting for is a strong rejection of the daily of this area up here to go for a short, or obviously a break above these levels right here. But that's another story. Back to intraday trading on the 15-minute time frame. And before I kind of jump into the nitty-gritty of the trade I did take, I just want to have a look at how nice and predictable this pattern can be using the 15-minute time frame. Just simply using market structures. So we had this double bottom pattern here on the Monday. We got a break above the structure here. Now this is where I initially took my long that I'll talk to you about in a moment. But once we've got the structure break, you can see that we've just got a nice downswing here. We've got a new high forming. We have another little pullback here, downswing, before making a new high, and we seem to be making another downswing here. Now, I like to utilize the Fibonacci retracement tool for many different reasons that I talk about in another video I'll link above. And you can see if I drop it using the bodies from the lows of each swing, these three lines here, which are the optimum trade entry, price comes to here rather frequently, gathers momentum to carry on. It does it here. It does it here. And what I'm curious is from this point if it does it again here. We'll see how it plays out today. For now, I have used the bar replay tool at the top here to remove present day candles. So we've gone back in time to the Monday the 17th of June when I took this trade in the live market. And what I've done here, as I mentioned before, is I took a trade based on my price action strategy, which for this trade literally just uses market structure and the Fibonacci tool. I kept it very simple. So I had my weekly outlook. As you know, it was short to begin with. In fact, I did take a short position. To begin with, after the New York session opened, after 1:30, I was really busy with my boys and I didn't get to the charts until about 2 o'clock, which was okay because it coincided with the 4-hour late closing candle. And at this point, I figured in line with this overall downtrend, we've been consolidating all morning, and intraday, looking at just the candlesticks that took place on the Monday, we'd basically been selling off, making lower lows and lower highs. So as price pulled back up, I decided to get short with a stop pretty much above the highs of day, looking for a break of the lows. And to begin with, I got triggered into this short around about this level here after 2 o'clock. But as you can see, we had a very strong bullish candle pushing up. We then got a couple of wick rejections. And at this point here, I actually decided to lower my stop. I trailed a very tight profit stop here because I just had a feeling price was going to go against us because it had been coming down all morning. It had been building up all this momentum. And at this point in the day, if it was going to drop, it would have dropped. I knew that it was gearing up for a reversal. And I thought that in line of all of the liquidity that would be sitting above all this price action, it was quite likely that we were going to get a big takeoff if it was going to go up. So I trailed a very tight stop. In fact, my order was even tighter than that, and my trailed stop was at the high of these wicks here, because at the same time, I placed an order here for a buy stop. So this means that if price pushes up, it triggers me in long, it buys. So I had a buy stop place above price action, and for that I had a stop loss set. just at the lows of this little consolidation here, and I had a target set up there. As you can see here was the sell I initially took. My stop loss was a lot tighter than I had anticipated to begin with, and then I had my buy order set here at 77. So we got the push up here. At this point, my sell order got stopped out, so I was down one trade, but at the same time I was triggered in long. Now this could be considered risky, like I'm switching from short to long, but ordinarily that would be bad if there was no basis for the trade, but I had a basis for this trade. It was part of my trade plan. And at this point, as price came and dipped down here, I actually took that opportunity to double my position. So I got in again at my original order. And for my double position, my runner, I had a larger profit target aiming for a pullback into this gap here on the left. As you can see, over the evening, price pushed up and it hit my first profit target. So that put me up 2R on the week, on the day, 2 times my risk. I decided to hold this position overnight. And in fact, my profit target ended up being a lot larger. I was using some daily levels. And overnight, it just kind of consolidated a little bit and it pushed up higher. But when I had a look at the charts the following morning, price had come down a little bit here. And at this point, I was starting to doubt my runner because we had some big major news being released. And I'm very keen on keeping an eye on the news. News is really important. It brings in volatility to the markets. And it was CPI news for the US dollar, which is also an important piece of news. It can really push price up or down, and I didn't want the risk of it being a good news for the dollar, which would have brought pound dollar down, hitting my stop. So at this point, I decided to set a profit stop, and I set it around about this level here, so it's very tight. And understandably, it came down and stopped me out, but it still stopped me out with 1.5R profit, which is what gave me the 2.5R profit on the week. And as you can see, as London session carried on, price came down to my entry here. But my original trade would have held. It would have got close, but it would have held. And entering into New York, you can see this large green bullish candlestick up. Well, that is the news release that was here. You can see the flag down here. It's retail sales as well as CPI news release, which gave the big bounce up here. You can hear my dog barking outside. Now, it's quite funny because that morning, once I saw that I was out of this trade, I did consider setting another buy order at my entry because the trade plan was still valid and I'd kind of brought a stop in a way. So I thought that I could do that, but in the end, I just decided against it because I'm really trying to not push it. My problem with trading at the moment is that I don't have enough time that I would like on the charts to trade because I'm a busy mum of 2, and I've got quite a few comments from you guys and from fellow parents who feel the same pain. I get it. It's tough. And finding the time can be challenging. So personally, I'm just working with this psychology of being happy and content with what you get, not pushing it because it just makes life easier. I finished green and I'm a winner. Yeah, I could have made more, but that'll come in time with more experience, with more time, with more energy, with more psychological growth. It will come in time. But for now, for me, it's about just making some money, being green and being consistent. For those of you who are interested in my growth in the 5%ers, the prop trading firm that I'm trading with, here's a shot of the dashboard so you can see my equity curve, and I'm still not back at all-time highs just yet, and it's probably that attitude of just taking it slow and steady, but that is also the attitude for me that works long-term, and it's all about the long-term growth for me. I'm not interested in making lots of money overnight. It would be nice, but it's not the intention because I know that with that focus you're likely to lose it again. Been there, trust me. But what I love about the 5%ers is they give you unlimited time to pass the challenge, which is certainly working in my favour at the moment with my lifestyle. If you yourself find yourself in a position where you have good results trading, where you are consistent, you're making money, but you struggle to find the time to trade or you struggle with lack of capital, then the 5%ers could be a good option for you because they allow you to trade their company capital In return, you've just got to pass the challenge, but they have unlimited time to allow you to do that. I've created a separate video with some more information if you want to check that out, and I've also got a link to them in the description below, so do check it out if you are looking for more options to make money with your trading. Meanwhile, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, let me know by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.